Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for Workshop Wednesday. Welcome into my craft room. Today we're going to create a mini gift bag. I got the scratchy throat still, sorry. We're going to make a mini gift bag that I am making for teachers for back to school, but you can put whatever you'd like into it and give me some ideas by commenting on what you're going to put in yours. But I have a few announcements and I probably need to put my glasses on. I've been doing a lot of creating today. I'm working on my Halloween class. But first, my August Let's Create craft kit is available. You could subscribe to it now. So my Let's Create craft kit is, that's a mouthful, is a monthly subscription. So you subscribe to it, and each month I will send you a craft kit. You'll get over $20 and Stampin' Up! Product. You'll get the 5 project packets, depending what they are, normally 4 cards and a 3D project. You'll get embellishments, ribbon, twine, whatever, and you'll have plenty left over to make more. So this month, and I always let you know the month before. I know a lot of people, they want to know what they're making or whatever. This is all supposed to be a surprise. I do all the creating, most of the prepping. You're just going to put them together and you need to have the bundle. So I always let you know the month before what the bundle is. If you see that the bundle is going to be one that you don't like, you simply just cancel. I can't do it because it's all done automatically through PayPal. So you just cancel, then you see another kit the following month that's you're gonna like, you just sign up again. It's pretty simple. So this month we're using the Fun for Fall bundle, super cute. I love my projects. So this first card is a gift card holder. My gift card's falling out. A gift card holder. This one is a fun fold. And this one is just a little, nothing on the inside. And then this little guy. I love the little scarecrow. Look at the corn. How cute. We're using the in color gingham designer series paper, so you're going to get a half pack of that. And then look at the 3D project. How cute, this little scarecrow. He's sitting on the hay bales. And see the corn here? I turn them into tulips here. So those will be your 5 projects. You're going to get a PDF tutorial with a video tutorial to show you how to put the projects together. Again, the Stampin' Up! Products, and it's $45 a month, and that includes shipping for your kit. And I have boxes where I keep your designer series paper 12 by 12, so you can cut it how you would like. And next, when you share my video, you will be entered into a prize drawing. You just comment saying that you shared my video, and I will draw everybody's names and I will notify you. This week I have another embellishment pack, so there's like 3 full packages of retired embellishments in here. And the product of the month is the Begonia Belle stamp set. Love this stamp set. I'm looking where I did with my project. So I was going to give you a sneak peek of mine. So when you spend $75 in my online store, you can purchase it for $5. And then when you do, I'll send you a 12 project PDF tutorial with instructions on how to make 12 projects, how to use your Begonia Belle. But they were on my desk, but they're not there now. I moved them. Who knows where I did with them. So anyway, that is that if you want to get this. And I think that is it. Trying to think. If you want today's tutorial, if you're not already on my email list, just join my email list and you'll get this one, and you'll also get the measurements for the Fun Fold Friday card for this week. All right, now I think that's it. Let's turn you down. So, on to today's project. Let's get started. This is a mini gift bag that I had created, and I wanted to use that new product of the month, which I just told you about, Begonia Belle. This is a two-step stamp set. And I didn't even pull my stamps out. But anyway, I'm giving this to back to school teachers. So it's got a hand sanitizer and a hand lotion. I got to go get a current hand lotion because I didn't have a current one. And then you could actually put some Tic Tacs in here, probably some chocolates. But this is good for anybody, not just a teacher. And this is like a little pocket. You could slip something. You could slip a gift card in there. I'm sure a gift card will fit. But we're going to go ahead and start. But I got to grab my blocks. I don't know why. I have my ink. I have my inks. But I didn't pull out my stamps and my blocks. You know how usually I do. We're going to be using the stylish shape dies, of course, my favorites that I use all the time. And you need these leaf. I probably don't need these big blocks. I'll grab some other ones. And sending lots of happiness your way. So these sentiments are super cute. You could use them. Let me see if I can fit these. Wow. And you know what? I was going through my whole basket over here, making sure that I had everything. I seen the ink, but why didn't I see the stamps? That is me. All right. So now let's get started. We're going to start out with some crisp cantaloupe. You know, things never go perfect when you're doing live videos, but I'm glad you ladies have patience with me. So this is going to be 9 by 6. 9 by 6. Again, this is crisp cantaloupe. And we're going to score the long side at 4 and 5. So the width, or the width of it, not the width, the depth. Let me find the right word. And then we're going to score the short side at 1 and 5. Or you can always just flip your cardstock around and score it at 1 again. So that is it. We're going to get our bone folder. So what I guess the depth of the bag is going to be 1 inch wide. So this, you have 1 inch. 1 inch to stuff whatever you want into it, whatever you can fit in there. So I'm just going to snip up the score lines, and I always like to angle mine. Snip. You know, I have 2 big windows in front of me, and the hummingbirds have been coming back, and they are crazy. They go super crazy in the morning and then in the evenings around this time. So right now I keep seeing them buzz. They're directly in front of me. So on my tabs, I always like to add the glue on the inside and glue them to this outside. And the reason I like to do that is because when you glue these here on the inside, things get caught on it. So this way you have a smooth, you know, it's smooth. Nothing could get caught. If this was on the inside, something could get caught on it. And that's just my personal preference. Just a little tip from me that I do. And then glue. You know, I'm adding like a lot of glue. This glue holds. You don't need a whole lot of it. So I don't know why I'm putting a ton of glue. I'm sure you guys have heard me before say that me and glue have a love-hate relationship because I'm usually wearing most of it. How about you guys? All right, so now we're going to use the In Color Designer Series paper, and we're going to use Crisp Cantaloupe, the small dots. On the back side, they got the dots, the big dots. They have stripes. So this is going to be, oh my gosh. How did I not measure? Man, I am, well, actually, I guess I should go into my instructions. Usually I have other directions. Where? Oh my gosh, you guys. And I thought I was prepared. Here, cut 2 pieces of, okay, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. My goodness. I usually have instructions written on the side because I could write them bigger and I could see them. Now this is not right. I can already tell this is not right. This is way too small. This is going to be 3 7/8. Should be 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Wow. See, sometimes it's probably better that I don't go live. I make more mistakes live than when I'm pre-recording. So we need 2 of these. So 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So that's a good thing I catch it because now I have to fix it. And I'm going to write it right now in my instructions. 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. All right. Wow. Don't know what's wrong with me, ladies. Hi, Ryan. You have patience. I'm glad somebody does. I don't even have patience with myself. So we're going to add these to the front and the back of our little bag. Ryan, I want to see you make one of these and share it. When I go out there, you and I are going to do a Workshop Wednesday Facebook Live. I will be heading to Indiana soon in August. And I'm going to have to do some videos. Okay, so we're going to add both of those. So now what we're going to do, let's get our cut and emboss machine. And we are going to do some die cutting. I think this will work. We're going to need the largest stylish shape square for our little pocket on the front. And we're going to cut a, let's see if I could add this in there, a circle. Whoa, do you see how that took off? And we're going to die cut these 2. And then we need to die cut some more circles. We're going to make our handles. So our handles, I actually need to cut my paper, my cardstock to make it fit in my trimmer. And so on this, we're going to use the largest stylish shape circle and then the second to the largest. So we're going to layer them, this one, the second, inside the largest. Second to largest, inside the largest. Kind of make sure that you're even all the way around. It's kind of not that important, but you know, just try to make it work. All right, and then we're gonna cut our circles. So this circle we're not gonna use, so you could save it for another project. And I feel like I haven't been live in forever, but I was live last week too, so I don't know. Okay, so this circle, we're gonna cut both of them. So I hope you guys are seeing. Hi, Janice. Wow, Montana. How nice. Okay, so this one's about it's a little over 2 inches. So I'm gonna cut it at 1 1/16. So just line this up with that 1/16. We just want it in half. And then we're gonna do the same with this one. I think this is 3. Yeah, so this one we're just gonna line this up at 1 1/2. And this might be a little harder. So I'm gonna, because it's hollow, let's cut this way and then this way. And there's our 2 handles. If you want, you could do 2 sets of these, glue these, oops, it's running away from me. You can glue these together and make your handles sturdier. I'm not going to, mine has been fine, just like that. So now our 1/2, you don't need this one. We're just gonna glue it because I wanted this to look like a pocket on a handbag, or the flap on a handbag on your pocket. And so we'll glue that on. Now it's up to you if you want to make this a pocket or not. So if you want to make it a pocket, which we're gonna do, just add glue to the 3 sides because you want the top open. And if you're gonna put a gift card, I would put it down some. So I'm gonna put this one down further than what I did my original so I could show you. But then we're also gonna add our flowers. Okay, now our handles, we're just gonna glue them on the inside. So you wanna put the stitch side, the glue on the stitch side, because those are gonna lay down just like so. And let me hold that for a second. And then, oops. See, me and that liquid glue. I got glue on me. Again, glue on the stitch side. And I always eyeball, but you can line up, just line them up to where it matches the one that you've already glued down. And you could always measure. It's probably about a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. And that is our bag. So now let's do some stamping and decorating. So like I mentioned, this is a 2-step stamp set. I'll eventually get that right. So to me, it doesn't matter which one you do darker, which one you do lighter. I believe I did this one darker. So we're gonna stamp it full strength, and my crisp cantaloupe is pretty juicy. So this one we're gonna stamp off. So whichever one you wanna, however you wanna do it, you're gonna stamp it off. And then see how these line up? And then you just stamp. So let me do it the other way and see which way you like it better. We could do this one full strength, and then we can do this one stamped off. And where are my lines? I got to line this up. I think I'm lined up. No, how come I don't seem right there? There, now we're lined up. So there you go. So either way, whichever one you like better. And then we're gonna do our leaves the same way. We're stamping our leaves in garden green. So I think this one might be, this one should probably be the inside. So, oh, we're not even using these leaves. My word. Anyway, that one we stamped off. I'll just show you how to do it. This one's gonna go full strength, and then you can see the difference. We are using the buds, the flower buds. So we need our stems and our flowers. And I'm just gonna use this one. So these I actually did full strength. So the stems. And then now let's do our buds, which are gonna be in crisp cantaloupe. I have no idea what is going on with me today. I thought I was so prepared. You know, I've been working on my Halloween class, so I was all caught up with that, and then I had to hurry up and say, oh my goodness, I gotta start my workshop Wednesday. So these ones will just stamp right on. They line up. There's no 2 steps to these ones. But now the thing is we have to sit here and fussy cut these. So I am gonna do just one. Oops, I probably cut that one. You know, me, I always tell you guys, I don't mind fussy cutting. I definitely love a die, but I don't mind fussy cutting when I have to. It would have been nice if there was, because I really like this stamp set. Once I started playing with it, because I had to do my projects for the product of the month. And then this one we will just cut as well. I do have another set of the small flowers, the buds, already cut. So you don't have to sit here and watch me cut. Cut, cut. Do you guys like to fussy cut, or do you just prefer dies? You know, and I could have stamped this on a piece of cardstock and stuck it on there, but it just wouldn't have been the same. Because watch another trick I'm going to show you. So now I'm going to put this in my hand and I'm just going to crumple it up. And I do this because I feel like it gives it a realistic look. It looks, you know, like a real flower now, doesn't it? Compared to, here's my one I already had cut flat. See the difference? Just crumple it up as much as you want. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of it. And I had an extra backing there for some reason. This is just going to go right on here. And now our little guys, we're gonna glue. So by the magic of TV, I have some cut. So I wanted to show you this one I stamped off first to see the difference in the colors. So it's however you wanna do them. But these little guys, we're gonna glue on them. We're gonna stick them under the flower. Such a pretty set. And I did find one of my projects for my product of the month tutorial, so I will show you before I forget. And I used actually, this is Calypso Coral. I did Calypso Coral and Old Olive. So this is one of my projects that'll be in the product of the month tutorial. Sneak peek there for you. Okay, so now we are going to add our little button on our bag, and I'm using the flower accents. And we only need one. You could add more of these on the bag, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to take away from the button. So we are now going to stamp our sentiment. And I hope this piece of cardstock is going to work. It is. And so in Garden Green, we're going to stamp our sentiment. Sending lots of happiness your way. And then let's get our nested essential die, our flag die, and cut that. And kind of want to go up high up here because we're going to put a hole in it so we can add our ribbon through it. All right. So there's one or two ways you could put your hole. If you have a hole punch, by all means, go ahead and punch a hole. I don't know that you'd want a standard punch. I do have a small one, but I'm going to use my take your pick tool and just poke a hole right through the center. Easy peasy. And let's get our crisp cantaloupe. You see, I went with the crisp cantaloupe theme. Yeah, you like the dies, Lori. Like I said, I love the dies, but I don't mind fussy cutting. We call it fussy cutting because sometimes it's pretty fussy. And we're just going to tie a bow right here on the handle with our sentiment. Do that a little bit tighter, but since our handles are not that strong, don't go do it too tight because then you might rip it. You might rip the handle. We're going to pull that through. We don't want a big bow. We want just a little bow and kind of work our tag. And let me get my ribbon scissors because this is shredding a little. I think I could have made my bow a little bit bigger. Trying to be what? Can't think of what I'm trying to say. There we go. So there's our tag. And again, that is it. Easy peasy. That is our, I gotta keep working this. I should have, you could always, well, you could put it there. Oh, let me get, where is my card that has a gift card? So don't forget my August Let's Create, so you could put a gift card in there. Move this to the side. And you know what teacher wouldn't love that? You could get them a Sonic's gift card, a McDonald's gift card, so they can get breakfast. Like I said, you could put Tic Tacs in here, some chocolate, some Hershey Kisses, some M&Ms, whatever you think of. What will you put in yours? But that's our bag. Super quick and easy. You can make a lot of them in no time at all. And these make gifts for anybody. Oops. You don't have to put the gift card in if you don't want to. But like I said, if you want to make it as a pocket, and you could tell how I moved this one down a little bit than this one, just so that you could put a gift card. But they have smaller gift cards too. But that is our project for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. And I have a really fun fold card this Friday. It's a pop-out card, actually, that you can put a gift card in too. So you guys have a great rest of your week and take care, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.